So hi, would y'all like to see how I got this Jaclyn Hill inspired look today? Well, make sure you stay tuned after the intro and we'll get right into it. So, welcome to Monday Fun Day, and today I just thought it would be super fun to just do a chitty chat, come get ready with me. So, I actually have a lot of products in our basket today, and this is things that maybe I don't use every day, maybe I only tried it once, maybe some of them I got a while back from an elf sale where, you know, you could get like a bunch of stuff cheap. And then some of it, you know, is maybe like a free gift that with orders, you know, that I just thought it'd be fun for us to do it today. I've got my mirror set up right here, and I am going to keep an eye on my viewfinder every now and then because my camera only records for like 10 to 12 minutes before it stops. But yeah, so welcome for any of you that is new. My name is Rebecca, and if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you go on down there and hit that big red subscribe button, and make sure you tap that notification bell, because we do a What's in the Box every Friday, and that's where I spotlight a product. You know, maybe it's something new or something I already own, and we always spotlight a product on Fridays. And then every Monday is our Monday Fun Day, and you never know what it's going to be. And today is, like I said, a chitty chat, get ready with me. So, I'm going to go ahead and just start the video. So, I'm going to go ahead and start out. Lately, I have been starting out doing my eyes first. And I actually have a couple of palettes that we are going to be playing with, and some pigments, because I've never done that for you guys, the pigments on camera. And I just want to kind of create like a pretty simple look today. So let me dig in here. Like I said, I got everything here in my basket. So yeah, so I hope everybody's been doing great. We're going to go ahead and start off with this W7 Eye Power Primer. And this is something that I got in after I did the W7 makeup video. So this is something that I actually got in, and I haven't done it for you guys. So a good trick to doing eyeshadow is you want to make sure and really prime your eyes. You know, because that's what's going to make your eyeshadow set and not crease on you and more vibrant. You know, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, so always make sure you prime your eyes really good. Okay, and I'll let that dry for a second. And it appears it's a little more greasier than my Milani, and my face is already clean and moisturized. Yeah, so, and I'm sorry if the lighting seems a little off. I'm actually using some of my artificial lighting, like my umbrella camera and my ring light, because the sun is kind of phasing in and out, you know. So anyway, so once you kind of put your eyeshadow primer down and let it set for about 30 seconds, you know, we want to go ahead and set that down with some powder. Okay, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and get to my hard candy palette, and I think I'm going to go ahead and set that eyeshadow primer down with this, like maybe a creamy kind of bone color right there. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, so now I have that set down, okay, powder, and what the powder does when you put it over your eyeshadow primer, it kind of creates a smooth canvas for the rest of your colors, and it makes it where your colors won't be so blotchy and spotty all around. And now, like I said, I'm going to be trying to create a real simple kind of look today. That way we're not getting too intricate, and this video won't turn into a very long video. So this is the number 7 eyeshadow palette, and I actually got this from my local Walgreens, and at the time I got it was after Valentine's Day, and it was on a sale, so it was like $5 is what I paid for it. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead. Last night I watched a video from Jaclyn Hill. For any of you that doesn't follow her, she really does amazing makeup work. And she kind of did a real simple look. Now she did do it with glitter. I don't really have no glitter, but I'm going to attempt to see if I can recreate that look. And I'm just going to go ahead and go in with this my same fluffy wet and wild brush. I didn't even tell you what brush I was using, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and try to lay down color on my eyelid. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with this real pretty kind of purpley color right there, and I think I want to go ahead and put that all over my lid. I'm not necessarily, well, I probably do, well no, she didn't go in with the crease color, so I'm not either. I'm trying to recreate her look. So just so you know, this isn't my idea, this is from Jaclyn Hill, and I'm going to go ahead and I just want to go ahead and lay that color down on my lid and just go back and forth. And this I'm kind of doing to just try to kind of create a little bit of color onto my lid for the pigments that I'm fixing to put down. Okay, and this palette here, I have used it one other time. It is not very pigmented, so I can say that. It's very light. Now if I sprayed it, and I do have some spray here, but I just want to kind of lay this down on my lid, then it might actually work a little better. But I can say that it's not very pigmented at all. So honestly I can't even see, maybe a little bit, but yeah. So now I'm going to go ahead and go in with some pigment, okay? And for this, I do want to go ahead and use this like detail brush right here. It's just flat, and I want to go ahead and use that, like I said, just on my lids. And I think I'm going to go ahead and go into these pigments here, and I think I want to go ahead and try this real pretty light purple one. Okay, so let me get it open, and we are going to try this. Okay, get a little closer to my mirror here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to try this both ways. And like I said, I've never really done this on camera for you guys. So I'm going to spray it with this W7 makeup fixer. And I'm just, well, if I squirt it the right way, silly me. Okay, I'm going to just spray my brush. And I'm going to go ahead and just put this on to my lid. Laying it just strictly onto the lid, okay? And just the lid only. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah, just the lid. Go back in. My brush is still pretty damp, so I didn't redampen it, and I'm using the flat edge of the brush itself to lay that onto my lid. Okay, and just keeping it into my crease, not into the crease, but keeping it on my lid, keeping it low, not going above my crease or anything. And yeah, so that is the color that we've got so far. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the other eye. And yeah, these eyeshadow pigments, they are very messy, you know. So my brush is obviously, going to go back to this wet side here. So laying the brush flat is what I'm doing here. Okay. And I'm going to spray my brush one more time. Okay. Going back in. And I'm just kind of patting this on to my lid, going just a little bit into the crease. And the good thing about doing your eyeshadow first is if there is any fallout, then you know we're going to take care of that in a minute before we do the rest of our makeup. Okay. Okay. So that is what we've got going on so far with the eyes. Okay, I like the way that looks. I like that purple. So yeah, just keeping it onto the lid. I want to just focus a little bit more color onto the center. A little bit more onto the center. Kind of like a spotlighted effect. And I think that's good for this part of the eyeshadow anyway. I want to make sure I get my whole lid here. Okay, so the next what I'm going to do now, like I said, we're just doing a simple look today. So I am going to pause the video here and go digging and see what I can find for like a brow highlighter. I'm going to go in, and I'm going to be using this later, but something I've never used for you guys is my Jeffree Star highlighter in Ice Cold. And I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to, if I can get it open, and yeah, y'all hear my granddaughter running around the background, but like I said, today's just a Chitty Chat fun family video. And I'm going to use this particular highlighter here, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on to my brow bone, okay? I haven't done my eyebrows or anything yet, so I'm going to just go ahead and place this, and then what Jaclyn Hill said, and it makes sense, is then your natural eye color, you know, you've already laid down a little bit of shit, will look like you've done a crease color. Okay, so I am just going to highlight my brow bone area here. It's going to give it a little bit of highlight here. Not coming down very far, just kind of putting it under my eye here, under my brow bone. And today's just an experiment. This is the fun thing about the this Chitty Chat Get Ready With Me, is we're just experimenting. We're just having fun. We're not, you know, if it doesn't turn out right, then you know what, it's okay. This is makeup playtime, you know. So anyway, so I think that, you know, I'm going to go ahead, and I really want to make it more intense, and you can do this with anything that you do, your highlighter or anything. I'm going to go ahead and spray my brush with a little bit more of this makeup fixer, and I want to really intensify this highlight color. And I'm just using a very tiny flat brush, and I'm just going in, and yeah, I want to really intensify that underneath my brow. Okay, so that's what we have going on right now, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up for now, and then we'll get on with the rest of the face. Okay, so I cleaned up all the eyeshadow out from underneath my eyes, and I went ahead and went in with the hard candy and just put a little bit of this color. When I say just a little bit, I mean very lightly. This particular color right here. I went ahead and put it into my crease just a little bit more, kind of over that purple. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and go in with this Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer Mist. Okay, and it's from Hard Candy. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then what I also want to do is I want to block my eyes. Now, let me see if I can do this. I'm going to cover my eyes as I do this because I don't want to mess up the eyeshadow we've already done. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my beauty blender and just kind of dab that primer mist in, and it does not taste good. I got up and right in my, so I'm just kind of tapping that in a little bit, just because it's like a moisturizer, and I just kind of want to make sure it's tapped in. Yesterday I did a facial mask, and my face, I feel like, looks really red today. It's because I did a facial mask yesterday, and that thing felt like it was sucking my face up like if my face had a lemon. It just was tightening. So yeah, it was pretty good, but I'm trying to let this dry. So let me fan this dry before we go on to, let's see, what primer did I pick out to do. Like I said, I just kind of went through all my makeup, and I picked out things that I may not necessarily put on every day, but you know, either I've got it free, like with an order, or I ordered it from a sale a long time ago. So I just thought it'd be super fun. And this, yeah, I haven't really used this a lot. I don't know how well I'm liking this, but it's supposed to be very hydrating, very moisturizing. But like I said, this is just a video that we're just trying out stuff. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go in with my Physicians Formula Insta Ready Primer. And I haven't used this in a minute, boy. I started using some of the other things. So I'm just going to go in and let me wipe off the pigments off my fingers. And just going to go ahead and take a couple of squirts, and I am just going to place this over mostly where my pores are pourable, which is of course in the T-zone area. So I'm going to go ahead and place that in that area. You know, this primer here, it's not really a bad primer. I'm trying to remember why I quit using it. There's a reason I haven't used it in a while. I think it's just because it's real silicone-y. It's not necessarily bad or anything, it just is real silicone-y. And yeah, I don't know if I'm liking that hard candy there. Here's the silly thing I have to tell you all. Okay, a little story. We'll just go ahead and tell a little story while I'm doing this. A silly thing is whenever I got that hard candy face primer, I read it wrong and I really thought it was a makeup setting spray. So I would use it, I would put it on under my makeup, and I couldn't figure out why my makeup would be wrecked every time I would use that. So I quit using it. And then my daughter-in-law was going through my stuff one day, and that's when she said, you know, this is a primer mist. So yeah, so I found out, well, that's the way I'm supposed to use it. I was using it wrong. Yeah, silly me. Always read your packages. So I'm going to just kind of let that sink into the skin for a minute, and then we will come right back and start foundation. Okay, so the foundation that I am going to use is actually this stick foundation here from e.l.f. And this is whenever e.l.f. had one of their sales going on, and I think I might have paid like $4 and something for this. And it's called a e.l.f. Moisturizing Foundation Stick, and it is in the color caramel, I believe. Now, I have actually never used this. Sometimes I get stuff in, either like I order from a sale, or maybe something like I do have an item free here that I got from e.l.f. one time. When I make a purchase, you know, they always say, get a brightening kit, or get this kind of kit with it. You know, just put this in your description. So that is what I did with some of this stuff. But, and I'll set it to the side, and I'll say, well, I'm going to use that another day. You know, so this is one of those items that I have not tried it yet. So we're going to try it out today. So I'm going to go ahead and just draw it on and just make some lines. Okay. We're going to find out how caramel works with my skin. And I have got this mirror here. Maybe if I turn it around, it would be a little bit better. Oh, I don't like the way that looks. So let me go back to doing it like this. Okay, now I'm going to just take the bottom of my damp beauty blender and I'm just going to blend that in. Let's see. And it may not be a full total match. This is the first time I ever tried caramel, and I just thought caramel would work well with my skin, only because I'm starting to get darker, a little bit more darker. And so I thought, well, let me try to go just a hair darker. I'm blending it down on my neck. And it doesn't appear to be right now, just from looking at it right here, it doesn't appear to be a bad match. It's got a little bit of a yellowing undertone. And you know, I still haven't figured out how to see what exactly your undertone is in your skin. I have yet to figure that out. I'm kind of bouncing and swiping right now. I know you're supposed to bounce it in, but the stick is kind of, it's not really, to me, this is my first stick foundation I ever used, and it doesn't like, it's not like the liquid foundation where it's just, but it's wanting to blend out pretty nice, so I'm not complaining at all. It appears it's about a medium coverage. Like, I'm not getting a full coverage from this. It's about a medium. So I'm liking that. It doesn't bother me if some of my skin peeks through, you know, and when you get to be my age, you know, the wrinkles and certain things that you have going on with your skin, you know, you can't really get rid of. Yeah. So, but it's not too bad. Yeah. So, it's not too bad. I mean, the coverage is, like I said, it's about a medium coverage. We'll have to see how it wears and if it oxidizes. But just right now, as far as putting it on, you know, they talk about the hourglass stick foundations. And of course, you know, for I was hoping that this would kind of work. It's going to be like a cheaper version of it from e.l.f. You know, I really enjoy e.l.f. makeup. So, yeah. So, okay, so I'm going to finish beating this into my face, and then we'll come back and continue on. So I went ahead and just did my eyebrows, which I don't hardly ever do a lot to my eyebrows anyway, but I went ahead and just went in with my little Avon eyebrow duo is what I just now used, and I kind of went in and did that before I did anything else with you guys. That way my eyebrows were done. Okay, so I think think today what would be really fun is to go ahead and try out this concealer palette that I got in my April BoxyCharm. Yeah. So I think it'd be really fun because I think we can use it to conceal and we're going to go and contour with it. So let me look here. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with, I'm looking here, I think I'm going to go ahead and go in with maybe this, I'm just going to go with the top color. Maybe the very top color here is what I'm going to go in with for under my eyes. And it is called Cream. And I'm just going to go ahead and use my finger, okay? And I'm just going to go ahead and dab that in under my eyes. Yeah, that's not showing up too well. I don't know how well this is going to conceal. But I'm just going to go ahead and put this. I don't want to just go all crazy with the makeup today. I wanted to try to kind of keep it kind of a lighter look. So I am just kind of going in and blending that in under my eyes using my finger. You can use your finger. Some people don't want to use their finger, but my hands are clean. And always make sure you have clean hands before you do this. But sometimes it's okay to just use your finger to put stuff on. I don't like to do it with foundation at all, believe me. Okay, so let me see. How does it look from afar here? Yeah, I don't know how I'm liking this concealer. It doesn't appear like it's concealing too much. So let me maybe try to go in with a little bit of a darker color. Let me go ahead and try to go in maybe with the one right below it. Maybe the ivory, because it's got a little bit of a peachy undertone. So maybe it would work good to cover up my dark circles. So it's got a little bit of a more peachy undertone. And I believe it's peach that will cancel out your dark circles. So I'm going in with that a little bit and just trying it, and I get all the way up under my eye. And yeah, I don't think I'm liking this concealer palette that much. I can already tell you. This is my first time ever trying any of them. It is very greasy, and anything I put on is not covering up my bags and my dark circles. But we're just gonna go with it because, you know, like I said, this is some of this makeup I'm trying for a second time, some of it for the first time. And then let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and go in. I'm just gonna go and go in with this ivory to just kind of do a little bit up here to kind of conceal a little bit of that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go in on my nose to try to help conceal a little bit of the redness I have around my nose. And then I'm going to go in with that first color that we did. I'm not even showing you guys. I'm going in with this ivory on some of it, and then this top color here, I'm going to go above my lip here and around on the sides of my mouth and a little bit on my chin. Just to kind of cover that up. Okay, so I am going to go in with some of this cream contour and contour. But for now, here's another item that I am fixing to try out for the first time. And let me find a little brush for it that came with it because we're going to try it. And this is the e.l.f. Under Eye Setting Powder. And there it is. And this is the Under Eye Setting Powder. I think I got it from that e.l.f. sale that I got the other stuff for. It was like super cheap. It was like maybe a couple dollars. So I just thought, and it's supposed to be specifically for setting under your eyes. So that's all I'm going to use this for. And I am... Okay, let's go ahead and try to, okay, yeah, that is just not, I'm going to go in with my damp beauty blender here, and I'm going to just, this is a small damp beauty blender here, it's just a small, it's like a Swiffer brand, and that is just not getting very much out at all, so let me try to get a good amount onto, so I'm going to use this blender here, and I'm going to go ahead and put this under my eyes and just kind of let it sit for a minute. I did see some people on YouTube talking about this stuff, and it's supposed to be really good setting powder for under your eyes. And like I said, this is an under eye setting powder, so I'm not going to put it on the rest of my face. I just really want to set under my eyes. So that is what I'm doing now. So we got that done, and that brush, little brush, I just had to try it. It's a joke. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and brush this powder away, and we'll get on to contouring. I think I want to go in and do some cream contouring, and I think I'm going to go in with, I don't want it to just be overly crazy dark, but I don't want it to be really not able to be seen. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go in with this toasted, what is this? Toasted almond right here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go in with this color, and I'm just going to try to do just a little bit of contouring on my face before we do the rest of the stuff. And I think I have a cream highlighter in here I'm going to do too. So I'm going to take this brush, and yeah, I don't think I am liking this palette that much. And I'm just going in from the top of my ear, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it, whoa, that's pretty dark. And I'm just creating a line with it right now from the top of my ear, trying to go in the shadows of my cheeks here. Okay, make sure I'm even, and that's pretty dark. Okay, now I want to also go in up here on my forehead some. Okay, and I also want to go in a little bit onto my jawline here and here. And like I said, this is just kind of contour. And I'm gonna go in a little bit here, a little bit here. I saw a video of another one of the people, I think her name is Brittany Fox, and she says if you have a round face, to contour like this, where I went in like this, and then I went a little bit behind right here, and a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, and a little bit on my sides here, because I'm trying not to make my face look so, I'm trying to slim down my face a little bit. Okay, and so I'm going to use, and then I also am going in with just a small brush here, and I want to go ahead and use it to kind of contour my nose a little bit. So, and another thing that I'm doing is also going in with a little bit of a dark color so y'all can see kind of how I'm contouring. So going into the nose like so, and then I'm also going to go ahead and do under my lip here and a little bit right here to give me the illusion of a bigger upper lip, bottom lip. Okay, so we got that stuff done, and now I'm going to go in with my beauty blender that I just used to put on my foundation, and I'm just going to go ahead and try to see about blending this out. Okay, and I'm going to go in with the flatter side, and it appears like it's blending out very easily. I don't seem to be having any problems. Okay. I'm just kind of giving it a blend right now. Blending out, blending up. I don't think I like that contouring palette very well. Yeah, I think my decision, like I said, this is the first time I used it, but I don't think I'm liking it that much. I just don't think I like it. Yeah, seems like as soon as you start to do something with the colors, they just kind of fade away, you know. It's like they go away too fast. And yeah, y'all hear my granddaughter. We're just having Chitty Chat fun family day. So yeah, I just thought it'd be super fun. She's over there watching her tablet, so you know. Okay, so that is the outcome of my contouring right now. So now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and set, wait, I almost forgot. I'm going to go ahead and go in with this e.l.f. Pink Lemonade, and this was actually free, and like a highlighting kit you got when you ordered so much from e.l.f. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with this, and I'm just going to put like a little dot on the back of my hand here, okay, and I'm just going to go in with my finger, okay, and I just want to highlight the very tops of my cheeks, okay, and that's all I'm doing is just tap, tap, tapping, 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 and I'm just putting this down because it's a cream and I want to get it on before I set my face. And I don't necessarily mean for this highlighter to just stand out, so I'm not doing it for that reason. I want to kind of create like a base for my other highlighter. Okay, and so I'm kind of taking this beauty blender that I did the contouring with, and I'm just kind of smoothing it out, you know, is what I did. So yeah, so okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and set my face with the number 7 finishing powder, and this is in the color medium, and I know I love this, so I'm going to go ahead and put this all over my face and go ahead and set that, and then I'm going to do my eyeliner because that's kind of hard to do on camera, and then I'll come back and we'll finish up. Okay, so I have got my eyeliner on right now, and I used a little bit of this Wet n Wild pink for my top lash line, and then I went in my waterline top and bottom with the black Wet n Wild. And what, baby?
Where's my Easter?
In your toy box. Sorry, my grandbaby. So I am going to go ahead and take this pink just a little bit, and I want to just go ahead and line my lash line with it. Okay. So I just use it to kind of line the lash line, and a really tight line, like really close to my lash line. Okay. So anyway, I did that. It's not a lot because, like I said, I didn't want to create like an over glamorous look. I want it to be really simple. So I just use that pink to also go under my lash line. Now I'm going to go in with this W7 Big Lash Mascara, and I only used it once for the video that I made that day, so I'm dying to try it again. It has a really nice wand. So let's go ahead, and I, on a normal basis, do not wear lashes. For any of you, I have some. I think they're by Kiss, and I think they might be like the wispy, demi wispies or something like that. And I just really don't use them because, first of all, I can't seem to put them on right. But I do want to attempt. See, and I think I really like this mascara. So far, I do like the e.l.f. foundation that we tried out. I do like it. I will be using it again. That concealer palette is just a joke in my eyes. So I'm liking that. Of course, I love my eyeshadow pigments. The number 7 eyeshadow, it was $5, and I think I can make it work if I was to spray it. I just didn't spray it today because I really wanted to go in with some eyeshadow pigments, since I haven't really did that with you guys on camera. And so far and of course I know I love my W7 finishing powder, and I am liking this mascara so far. Yeah, it's really creating some length to my lashes. So let me go ahead and do my bottom lashes. You know, the trick is really going to be as we're finishing up the makeup, if it starts flaking or anything. But yeah, so I'm liking it. Yeah. So okay, so now the lashes are done. So let's go ahead and finish up the face, because this video is turning out to be very long. So yeah, so the eyes are done. Okay. So I'm going to go in with some bronzer, and this palette here is actually from e.l.f. and it is called their Total Face palette. Okay. So I haven't really used this either. This was also with that highlighter that you see. It was a free gift. It's like Make It Dewy or Illuminate or something. But when I ordered so much, I actually got it. And I haven't really used it, so I'm actually excited. Let's go ahead and try it now. So I'm going to go in, and I also got my Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in the Ticket to Brazil color, to where if this is too light, then I can go ahead and follow it up with this, just in case. But I'm going to go ahead and go in with this darkest bronze color that's in this palette, and that's right there. And I want to use that to kind of bronze. So this is supposed to be more of a natural looking palette. So, ooh, okay. That's not too bad. Haven't blended it out, but yeah, okay. I'm not hating this color at all. Yeah. So I'm just kind of bronzing up. I want to, ooh, okay. Okay. I'm not too disappointed in this. Yeah. So just kind of going over all the places that I had bronzed earlier. Yeah, and go ahead and swipe it up. But yeah, okay, this is my first time using it. Now I'm not disappointed in this bronzer. Yeah, okay. So head and do that. Okay. Alright, a little bit on the sides of my nose here, under my, yeah, okay. So yeah, so I'm not too displeased with that. Woo! That actually doesn't look too natural to me. It's pretty dark. I probably should have went in with a little bit of a lighter hand, but that's okay. Now I'm going to go in with this pretty, you know what, let's just stick to these bottom top. I'm going to go with this pretty peach color right here. I don't know if y'all can see. It's like a pretty peach. And I'm going to go ahead and use that for a blush. Okay? So we're going to go ahead. Okay? Just kind of blush it up. Go up on the sides a little bit. Not too bad. To me, the blush is not actually giving me a lot of color payoff. But I'm also, when it comes to blush, if it's like too pigmented, then I don't like it. But then if it's kind of too light, and it is, so I'm going to go ahead and go in on top of that with this a little bit lighter of the peach blush that comes in this particular palette here. Okay, yeah, so that's not too bad. Kind of gives me a little bit of a peachy look to my skin. And now I think, and it could be the bronzer I just put on, but I want to say, I almost want to say that the foundation might be oxidizing a hair. I'm starting to look a little bit darker than when I started. Okay, so that's not too bad. So what is this? Let's go ahead and swatch this and see. Okay, I think that is a highlighter. This one right here. So let's go ahead and stick on with that. And let me see. I do have a Jeffree Star highlighter, and then I also have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow in, what color is this? I can't remember. Oh, Crown of My Canopy. So if this highlighter doesn't seem like it's going well, then, you know, I do have a couple of backups. But I want to go and just stick to this palette here, and we're going to go ahead and go in with this highlighter right here. Okay. And I'm using my e.l.f. highlighting brush that came with that set. So it was all set. So you got the highlighter brush, you got the pink lemonade liquid highlighter, and then you actually got this palette here in that kit. And there's something else. What was it? Oh, it was some lip gloss. That's kind of like a brownish looking lip gloss. That also came with it. So yeah, so see, this was a free little set here. Okay, as far as the highlighter goes, I think it's real pretty as far as giving you like a glow from within kind of look. It's not too bad as far as that goes. It is kind of a nice little glow, but I think I am going to have to go in with, yeah, I think I'm going to go in with something else to kind of lighten up a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with, but before I do, I'm going to go ahead and take some of this on a little bit of a smaller eyeshadow brush, and I want to just go ahead and put it like on the inner corners of my eyes, just to kind of brighten those that area up just a little bit. Didn't really brighten it too much. Okay, so let's go ahead and go in. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Crown of My Canopy from Wet n Wild, and I'm going to go ahead and put that maybe on the inner corners of my eyes to kind of give it a pop. I do want to say that the foundation appears to be oxidizing some because my skin is getting darker as we go along. Okay. I'll just get some highlight there. Okay. And now let's see. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Jeffree Star, my ice cold color, and it's a very white color. Yeah, but it's, I lost, there it is. Get my highlight, because I want just a little bit more of a highlight. I don't necessarily want to be strobing to NASA right now, you know, but I do want a little bit more than what I have. So I'm going to go ahead and go in and just go around like so. Yeah, see, and that kind of gave me a little bit more of a glow, but I don't want to go overboard. So I have to be careful, you know, because I will go overboard with highlighter so easy and so fast. I'm just wanting just a little bit of lighten up here. Go on my nose. Okay, and then I do want to go ahead and do my Cupid's bow right now. So, okay, so that is the face so far. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Make It Dewy Setting Spray by Milani. And I want to go ahead and spray and let it sit for a minute, and then we'll come back in with the lips. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and spray, and then that way it'll take down all that powdery lip, and I'll be back in just a minute for the lips. Okay, so for the lips, I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with this peachy color from Unique. I haven't used it in a while. Now I need to sharpen it. So I'm going to just line my lips. Okay, so I use that to line my lips and to also fill in my lips. And then I'm kind of torn between these two colors, and this was part of that e.l.f. sale that I got these from. These were actually like only 80 cents each, maybe $1.20 each, so they were super cheap. One of them is in, let's see. This one here is Classy, okay? And I'm trying to decide on what color I want to go with. And it's just a simple lipstick. I think it's supposed to be like matte. You know, it's real lightweight. And that's Classy. And this is the color called Nostalgia. Okay. I think I'm going to go in with Nostalgia. I think that would kind of best fit. It's kind of like a nudie, kind of a peachy color. So let's go ahead and go in. Okay, yeah, so these ain't too bad. They are what they are. They may not be like the best lipsticks, but really, I mean, they're not that bad, and they have a lot of pigment. They feel comfortable on the lips. They smell good. I don't know what they smell like. They smell super sweet, like, I don't know, it's kind of fruity sweet. It could be in my head, but yeah. So that's not too bad. They were super cheap. They were on sale. You know, I'm not going to bash them because, you know, they were super cheap, and I think it has decent color payoff. So now I think I want to go in with a little bit of this lippy gloss. What is this called? This is called the e.l.f. Hyper Shine Lip Gloss, and this is in the color, sorry, I have to put on my glasses, Joy. Okay, and it's kind of like, it has like a little bit of a mauve-y kind of undertone to it. So I want to go in and I just want to place this on the center of my bottom lip and the center of my top lip. Just to kind of add a little shine to it, and you just twist at the bottom. So yeah, they don't really have like a lot of color to them. They're pretty sheer. I'll go ahead and swatch it for you. So they're pretty sheer, as you can see. They are just a pretty sheer, like little lip shine. But yeah, I just feel like that gave me a little bit of shine. So yeah, so here is our completed look. So yeah, so I just thought it'd be fun. Like I said, the foundation, I don't know if it's the foundation that's oxidizing on me or that concealer palette, but I can tell you I do not like that concealer palette. Yeah, because I don't know. But yeah, so this is the finished look. Just a simple kind of look that you can do real quickly and real easily. And I'm hoping it looks good for the summertime. So yeah, so if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you go on down there and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I just want to thank you guys so much for watching me. And I hope you had a lot of fun just getting ready with me. And until I see you guys Friday for the What's in the Box this week, make sure you just be you. And don't forget, you are beautiful. Yes, you are. You're gorgeous. And just tell yourself that every day, because you are. So until Friday, guys. Bye.